Twin Towers. They didn't. Anybody? Hey, what you were saying, Major?
I also know that they crashed into the woods.
Hold up, let Major speak. What'd you say, Major?
My teacher told me that there was hijackers on a plane, and then when they crashed it, left the plane, and there was more hijackers on the other plane, and they crashed into it.
But why did they crash into the Twin Towers?
Because they wanted to go to New York.
So they crashed into the Twin Towers to go to New York. They died to go to New York.
And I need the link in our group chat or wherever. I need the link.
Oh, they wanted to go land in New York, but they crashed in the Twin Towers. So anybody else got something to add? Archie, you got something to add?
I know.
What you want to add?
That the other planes got hit, hijacked, and then they crashed into different places.
That's it? So nobody can tell me why the planes crashed? Why the planes did that? Nobody can tell me? But don't you think the school should tell you why?
Yes.
So like if the school not telling you why, what does that mean?
They keep it secret.
Wow.
No, they gatekeeping.
Whoa, where you get gatekeeping from, bro?
I said gate.
But where you learn that at?
TikTok.
You say me? You
TikTok.
burnt out, yo. You burnt out. Nah, but the reason why they crashed into the into the Twin Towers is because the American government, America was going to their country, taking their natural resources, stealing their stuff, killing their people. So they got mad, they stole a plane, and they came and crashed it on the World Trade Center to get back at America. That's why they did it.
So it wasn't two planes then?
No, it wasn't one plane. I think it was 2 or 3. Was it? I think it was one. No, I think there was one in DC and there was one in Philly or something like that.
So
that they. Yeah, huh?
I basically got it right now.
There was
What
Twin Towers, and then another one tried to crash into the place that Trump lives in.
Top right.
The Trump Tower. There ain't no plane trying to go to the Trump Tower. The White House.
The White House.
Did the plane try to go to the White House?
No, the Pentagon. I think
The one went to the Pentagon. But these people be lying. The media be lying. The politicians be lying. So you never know what's true. But why they really did it, they said because America was going over to their countries and they were killing their people. They were taking their resources and they were putting military bases in their country. So that's why they did it. I mean, that's why they went over there and did it. So they call that blowback. Like when you go to another country and you do stuff to them, and then they come back over here and do something, like they call that blowback.
it's like get back.
Yeah, it's like get back.
So imagine another country.
You said they should have did more?
They should have nuked them.
Okay, guys.
Then we gonna die. If they nuke us, we gonna die. I don't want to die.
What if we wasn't alive at that time?
But we gonna continue this later, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. We gonna continue later.
Black Panther Party history.
Yeah, but it's not live. Give me a second. I get your
Black Panther Party was originally called the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. It started in 1966 in Oakland, California. It was founded by college students Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale. The purpose was to protect the people in the community from police brutality, to end poverty, and fight against racism. The Black Panther Party had chapters all across America.
All right, copy the key.
They even had chapters all over the world. In countries like the United Kingdom and Algeria.
Outstanding.
Wait, it's not letting me replay. Oh, here we go. Got it. It's not letting me replace it. So do I say remove Instagram from this stream and just because it's not letting me paste? It's saying I'm live, but it's not showing live when we go to Instagram. All right. It says live. You are live. Once you're live, if your stream is public, you'll find it at the top of the Instagram.
I hope you're not looking on our Instagram page to see if we're live. You gotta look from somebody else's page.
To look from your page. No, I told Poppy to look from his page.
Why would he look for?
Look. What you?
I'll be having conversation with people, and they'll be like, "So what do we do? What is our option? How do we change our material condition? How do we change the reality around us?" And I mean, you can't do that. Hey, yo, you say they teach you about 9/11 in school?
Yeah.
What they teach you about 9/11? Why did the plane hit the buildings? You got to say it loud enough so I can hear you.
The Muslim airjacked the plane and then they crashed shit into the Twin Towers.
That's what they taught you, that the Muslims hijacked the plane?
They didn't talk.
That's okay. That's okay. Relax.
The plane crashed into the Twin Towers.
But why did they crash into the Twin Towers? They didn't. Anybody? Hey, what you were saying, Major?
I also know that they crashed into the woods.
Hold up. Let Major speak. What'd you say, Major?
My teacher told me that there was hijackers on a plane, and then when they crashed it, left the plane, and there was more hijackers on the other plane, and they crashed into that. The Twin Towers again.
But why did they crash into the Twin Towers?
Because they wanted to go to New York.
So they crashed into the Twin Towers to go to New York. They died to go to New York.
They wanted to go
On Facebook, I'm the only one that can see it.
But,
they crashed into the Twin Towers.
oh, they wanted to go land in New York, but they crashed in the Twin Towers. So anybody else got something to add? Archie, you got something to add?
I know.
What you want to add?
That the other planes got hit, got airjacked, and then they crashed into different places.
That's it?
Yeah.
So nobody can tell me why the planes crashed? Why the planes did that? Nobody can tell me? But don't you think the school should tell you why? So like, if the school not telling you why, what does that mean?
They keep it secret.
Wow.
Oh, they gatekeeping.
Whoa, where you get gatekeeping from, bro?
I said gate.
But where you learn that at?
TikTok.
You say me? you
said
burnt.
TikTok.
You burnt out, yo. You burnt out. Nah, but the reason why they crashed into the into the Twin Towers is because the American government, America was going to their country, taking their natural resources, stealing their stuff.
What?
Killing their people. So they got mad. They stole a plane and they came and crashed it on the World Trade Center to get back at America. That's why they did it.
So it wasn't two planes then?
No, it wasn't one plane. I think it was 2 or 3. Was it? I think it was one. Was it? No,
So
I think
is
there
it on
was one
Instagram?
in DC and there was one in Philly or something like that. That they. Yeah, huh?
I basically got it right.
They don't work on
What
it.
did,
Twin Towers, and then another one tried to crash into the place that Trump lives in.
the Trump Tower?
My teacher told me.
There ain't no plane try to go to the Trump Tower. The White House?
The White House.
Did the plane try to go to the White House?
No, the Pentagon. I think that's
One went to the Pentagon. But
Something like that.
But these people be lying. The media be lying. The politicians be lying. So you never know what's true. But why they really did it, they said because America was going over to their countries and they were killing their people. They were taking their resources and they were putting military bases in their country. So that's why they did it. I mean, that's why they went over there and did it and stuff. They call that blowback. Like when you go to another country and you do stuff to them and then they come back over here and do something, like they call that blowback.
it's like get back.
Yeah, it's like get back.
They should have did more.
So imagine another country.
You said they should have did more?
They should have nuked them.
Then we gonna die. If they nuke us, we gonna die. I don't wanna die.
What if we wasn't alive at that time?
But we gonna continue this later, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. We gonna continue later.
Black Panther Party History Book, a kid's book. Black Panther Party was originally called the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. It started in 1966 in Oakland, California. It was founded by college students Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale. The purpose was to protect the people in the community from police brutality, to end poverty, and fight against racism. The Black Panther Party had chapters all across America. They even had chapters all over the world, in countries like the United Kingdom and Algeria.
Outstanding. Is it on there?
It's not on Instagram. I'm trying to get on.
Like, why wouldn't it? Why is it not on Instagram? It's really frustrating that it's not on there. Like, why is it not on there? Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Bobby Hunt Political Education course. Each week, students will be assigned readings and videos to study and will convene once a week to discuss the material, interpret, break down the core concepts, questions, and answers, and to prepare for next week's study materials. Remember that taking notes can be really beneficial, even audio ones, and don't be afraid to ask for help. We're all in this together. Hey, look, this is, what week is this, General Secretary?
10 or I don't know. 10.
Well, it's one of them weeks. I think it's like week 10. I mean, but look, after we're done, you could we take the test and see what we're gonna do. See if you want to be a Panther. If you decide you want to be a Panther, after we go through this process, I mean, after you learn what Pantherism is about, what we're really doing in the community, I mean, we'll bring you up and we'll discuss and we'll see where we go from there. But after you go through all of this, I mean, you join the United Panther movement. He's about to tell you that right now. The first duty of a revolutionary is to be educated. To be a Panther, we must understand our history, our political line, strategies to overthrow our oppressors. Upon completion of the political education program, graduates will become members of the UPM. That means we work together. You're in the United Panther movement. I mean, if you agree in the 10-point program, you're in the United Panther movement. I mean, then we could work together. That don't mean you're a Panther. If you want to be a Panther, I mean, then we move from there. You'll receive recognition. You'll get a certificate to say that you completed the program. I mean, you get a certificate. You get, I think, a T-shirt, a hoodie, and you get the red book. Where's my red book at? Where's my red book? My red book not up here. My red book always here. But you get the red book. Act like you see the red book. Red book. You also get the red books, like our Bible to everything we do around here. Right here. The red book really explains to you why we do what we do in the community. And you will be encouraged to begin organizing in your local community. Today we're going over what is it? Where we at? Black Capitalism Reanalyzed by UEP Newton. We're gonna listen to the first 25 minutes of it. How many parts is it? 2 or 3?
It's 2 parts.
It's 2 parts. I mean, because we don't want to keep everybody here all night. We don't want to be on all night just beating you upside the head. So we're going to listen to Black Capitalism Reanalyzed. I'm going to stop it probably like 3-4 times. It's 25 minutes long. I'm going to stop it a few times to give a little commentary, and then we could have conversations about it. So let me start it.
Black Capitalism.
Oh, another thing.
Black Capitalism.
The video is narrated by General Secretary Patience. I mean, General Secretary Patience. I'm going to start doing this too. I'm going to start recording some of these. I mean, I was talking to Captain Patience today, and I'm going to start doing a recording of these. I mean, but she does a great job. So we're about to listen to 25 minutes of Black Capitalism Reanalyzed by UEP Newton. I'm going to cut in a few times, but I'm about to let it play. Yo, you see that book that I was writing on? Let me get that book, please.
Black Capitalism Reanalyzed, a small collection of writings on what Huey Newton, co-founder of the Black Panther Party, called Black Capitalism. Black Capitalism Reanalyzed, Part 1, June 5th, 1971. The Black Panther Party, as we begin to carry out the original vision of the party, when we coined the expression, all power to the people, we had in mind emphasizing the word power, for we recognize that the will to power is the basic drive of man. But it is incorrect to seek power over people. We have been subjected to the dehumanizing power of exploitation and racism for hundreds of years. And the Black community has its own will to power also. What we seek, however, is not power over people, but the power to control our own destiny. For us, the true definition of power is not in terms of how many people you can control. To us, power is, first of all, the ability to define phenomenon.
All right, so look, that's the first time I'm stopping. Look, this is a political education class. I want to make it all fun and all. But at some point we have to learn something. We have to learn what we're really here to do. Why we in organization? Why we are working together? We're talking about black capitalism reanalyzed. Because if some people think the way that you get out of, like black people, the way how you get out of it is becoming a capitalist. And Huey P. Newton wrote this paper in the late 60s, early 70s, explaining why that is not a solution. That's why we are listening to this, to understand what the people, like I'm a Black Panther. I mean, if you want to be a Black Panther, you have to learn Panther history. And we're going through this, and he's explaining to you what power is. This is very important. So if you listen, if you're paying attention, please write this down to understand what power is.
And secondly, the ability to make.
I'll bring it back a little bit.
We have been subjected to the dehumanizing power of exploitation and racism for hundreds of years. And the Black community has its own will to power also. What we seek, however, is not power over people, but
what we seek is not power over people. It's not power over people. Please pay attention.
Power to control our own destiny.
Power to control our own destiny. When we're talking about all power to the people mean power for people to be able to control their own destiny, not power over anybody else.
For us, the true definition of power is not in terms of how many people you can control. To us, power is, first of all, the ability to define phenomenon. And secondly, the ability to make these phenomenon act in a desired manner.
That's to Huey P. Newton, to the Black Panther Party. That is what power is to us. The ability to define phenomenon and then make it behave in a desired manner. That is what power is. Now, there's a reason why I'm playing that. Why am I playing that? Because the chief of staff for the city, for Newark, New Jersey, this, like, what is he, number 2 in the city? Yes. The chief of staff. He's the chief of staff to the mayor. He was on the radio show, on the morning show. This was it this week?
Yeah. No, was it?
Was it last week or this week? I don't know if was it Monday? And it doesn't matter. He was on the morning show, and he was talking about what power is. Where is it at? Let me see if I get the clip real quick. He was talking about what power is. Listen to this.
That's the power of a relationship. I agree. However, I just think, there needs to be more communication between both sides. And we don't run from it. I mean, we're accessible. And that's what power is. It's being accessible, to have the power to pick up the phone and call me. Like when
you heard what he's saying, what power is? That they are accessible. Those that are in positions of power are accessible to the people. This is what somebody that went to Howard University, somebody that called himself pro-Black, this is what they believe power is. Because they're always saying like they're fighting for the people. They're fighting for me. They're fighting for you. Those of you that are their constituents, they're fighting for you. And they're fighting to get power for you. But what do they believe is power? What do they see as power? You just heard what Huey P. Newton say was power. Power is the ability to define phenomena and make it behave in a desired manner. I'm gonna explain what that means in a second. But think about what the chief of staff, what Mitty just said. Listen to what Mitty just said is power.
It's being accessible, to have the power to pick up the phone and call me. Like when you saw me, I gave you my number. I said, text me anytime. Yeah, the mayor, give the number. Text me anytime. That's the power of a relationship. That's the power of government.
What is he even talking about? Hey, where is the what you call it clip at? That's what I should have played. This what
conversation with people, and they'll be like, "So what do we do? What is our option? How do we change our material condition?"
Call on the line real quick.
You can address the comments, man. You can address
these comments are crazy.
The comments going crazy. The chat going crazy right now.
Chat is going.
No, I don't see it.
What?
But it don't matter. But anyway, like what I said, what Mitty said. I mean, like, this is the chief of staff. These are the people that are in position of power. And they're telling us power is us having accessibility to them. Not us being able to understand the reality that we are in and how to make that reality behave in a manner that we desire. Make it work for us. That's not power to him. Power to him is us having...
We see then that power has a dual character, has its own...
It's us having accessibility to power. Those are two different ways of seeing things, two different ways of seeing the world. You can't really organize or work with somebody who believes power is the ability for you to talk to them, for you to even be in the same room, to have their telephone number. To them, that's what power is. As Panthers, we don't believe that. As Panthers, we believe power is the ability to understand the phenomenon, what you're dealing with, and then having the ability to make that phenomenon behave in a desired manner. What does that mean? The school is not teaching your children. You have recognized the phenomenon. Your children don't know how to read. The school is not teaching them. So how do you make that phenomenon behave in a desired manner? You create institutions to teach the children. You teach the children. And now what? They know how to read. So you have made that phenomenon, you have turned that phenomenon into a desire, whatever, to what the desired outcome, what you wanted it to be. You didn't call down to City Hall and speak to MIDI. You calling MIDI is not going to change your children knowing how to read. You calling the school board, going to the school board, going to those meetings, is not going to bring about the desired phenomenon, whatever you want. And we living in the real world. Has going down to the school board changed how things work? Our children being able to read? You could test this. You have data on it. But if we organize and we start to do it ourselves, then we change. We make sure that our children know how to read. Then you've changed it. You've changed that phenomenon, made it work for you. I hope I'm clear enough, because this is going to be on the test. Like, you have to know this. You can't say you want to be a Panther, you want to be with us, but you don't understand what we think power is, what we are fighting for, what we are trying to attain. Like, it doesn't work that way. This is not like other organizations when you go to where they just tell you what you want to hear and you just move people along.
We see then that power has a dual character and that we cannot simply identify and define phenomena without acting. For to do so is to become an armchair philosopher. And when Bobby and I left Merritt College to organize Brothers on the Block, we did so because the college students were too content to sit around and analyze without acting. On the other hand, power includes action, for it is making phenomena perform in the desired manner. But action without thinking and theory is also incorrect. If the social forces at work in the community have not been correctly analyzed and defined, how can you control them in such a way that they act in a desired manner? So the Black Panther Party has always merged theory and practice in such a way as to serve the true interests of the community. In merging theory with practice, we recognized that it was necessary to develop a theory which was valid for more than one time and place. We wanted to develop a system of thinking which was good anywhere. Thus, it had to be rather abstract. Yet, our theory would relate to a concrete analysis of concrete conditions so that our actions would always be relevant and profitable to the people. Yet, at the same time, it had to advance their thinking so they would move toward a transformation of their situation of exploitation and oppression. We have always insisted on good theory and good practice, but we have not always been successful in carrying this through. When the Black Panther Party defected from the Black community, we became for a while revolutionary cultists. One of the primary characteristics of a revolutionary cultist is that he despises everyone who has not reached his level of consciousness or the level of consciousness that he thinks he has reached, instead of acting to bring the people to that level. In that way, the revolutionary cultists become divided from the people. He defects from the community. Instead of serving the people as a vanguard, he becomes a hero. Heroes engage in very courageous actions sometimes, and they often make great sacrifices, including the supreme sacrifice, but they are still isolated from the people. Their courageous actions and sacrifices do not lead the people to a higher level of consciousness, nor do they produce fundamental changes in the exploitation and oppression of the people. A vanguard, however, will guide the people onto higher levels of consciousness, and that way bring them to the point where they will take sterner actions in their own interest and against those who continue to repress them.
All right, look, if you're just coming in, we're listening to Black Capitalism Reanalyzed. And right now, UEP Nguyen is explaining the difference between a cultist and being a vanguard. I mean, a cultist is like, you think you know too much. You know more than the people. You're smarter than everybody. So you don't try to organize with people, try to meet people where they are. You separate yourself from the people. And you behave like you're superior, you're too big for the people. Yo, that's not what we do here. As Panthers, that's not what we do. We are the vanguard. Our purpose here is to put programs in the community to serve the people, to help to elevate the people's consciousness. That is what our purpose is. We are not revolutionary cultists. We don't want to be heroes. I forgot. My bad, y'all. I have a lot of stuff in my mind. What do we mean by heroes, revolutionary heroes? Do you know Colin Ferguson? If you're a certain age, you remember Colin Ferguson from the 90s. He got tired of racism. He got tired of the system treating him the way it was treating him. He took his gun, he went on the train, and he killed a whole bunch of people. Hit the Googler. Google that thing, you'll see it. I mean, so he went out there, he did all of that. What happened to him? I think they locked him up. I don't know if he died in prison. I don't know what happened to him. But they took him and they locked him up. So whatever he was trying to achieve, he didn't achieve it. What's his name? Dorner. What's his first name? What's Dorner? Chris Dorner. There's another dude. He was a cop out in Cali somewhere, and he was facing a lot of racism. So he got his gun. He said, "I'm gonna kill all this racist police. I'm gonna kill them all." Went out there shooting. They ended up blowing him up. He's gone. That's not what vanguardism is. We're not heroes. We're not cultists. What we do is put institutions in the community to elevate the consciousness of the people in that community, which will enable them to fight for themselves. That's what we do. So when you come into the organization and you working with us, this is what we're doing. We don't have time to explain to you to try to we're going to do it because people come in. I mean, they don't even really pay attention. They don't pay attention to the classes. I don't know if they think we're just saying this to be saying it, because you go other places, people just be talking to be talking. They don't really mean what they're talking about. But here, we mean it. When you come here, we're not trying to go do goofy stuff. We're not doing nothing goofy. We are here to try to rise up the level of consciousness in the community, because only then can we achieve whatever we're trying to achieve. All power to the people.
As I've said previously, revolution is a process, not a conclusion. A true revolutionist will not only take courageous actions, he will also try to advance the people in such a manner that they will transform their situation. That by delivering power to the people, the true revolutionist will help them define the social phenomenon in their community and lead them to the point where they will seize the time and make these phenomena act in a desired manner. Therefore, as revolutionaries, we must recognize the difference between what the people can do and what they will do. They can do anything they desire to do, but they will only take those actions which are consistent with their level of consciousness and their understanding of the situation. When we raise their consciousness, they will understand even more fully what they in fact can do, and they will move on the situation in a courageous manner. This is merging your theory with your practices. Point 3 of the original 10-point program of the Black Panther Party is we want an end to the robbery by the capitalists of our Black community. That was our position in October 1866, and it is still our position. We recognize that capitalism is no solution.
That was 1966. 1966.
To the problems we face in our communities. Capitalist exploitation is one of the basic causes of our problem. It is the goal of the Black Panther Party to negate capitalism in our communities and in the oppressed communities throughout the world.
What he just said, you heard him. Capitalism is our enemy in our communities. Capitalism. He didn't say white people. He didn't say gay people. He didn't say women. He didn't say men. He didn't say white men. Yo, capitalism is the main problem in our community. I'm going to bring it back a few seconds. I'm going to bring it back because, look, we do this. The work we do is based off the studying that we do. Listen to it one more time.
Capitalism in our communities and in the oppressed communities of our Black community. That was our position. When we raise their consciousness, they will understand even more fully what they in fact can do. And they will move on the situation in a courageous manner. This is merging your theory with your practices. Point 3 of the original 10-point program of the Black Panther Party is we want an end to the robbery by the capitalists of our Black community. That was our position.
We want to enter the robbery of our community by the capitalists of our Black community. Remember what he said there. Where am I at right here? Let me see. This is at the 5:45 mark. Where am I at? Let me go right right here.
Just be a socialist. What socialism means is we care about everybody around us in the community. Yo, we want everybody to eat. We want everybody to share in the productivity of the community. That's what a socialist is. Capitalists believe.
No, so socialism. I'm a Panther. We're reading UEP Newton, Black Capitalism Reanalyzed. You just heard UEP Newton. You just heard what I said a socialist is. We want everybody in the community to eat. Everybody to share in the productivity of the community. That's what a capitalist is. That's what a socialist is. This is what I'm saying we are. Now listen to who is Rockman, the chief of staff too?
No, he's the deputy mayor of Brooklyn.
Deputy mayor. This is the deputy mayor, the dude with the kufi on. You see, because they think if they put the kufi on, if they dress like they're Muslims, they're supposed to mean they're pro-black, that they're down. Yo, none of that don't mean anything. All of that is a costume. They call it cosplaying. You're going to hear him through his own mouth explain to you. Listen. I'm going to play it back. Hear what I say, and then listen to what he say. And just remember what we just read from UEP Newton, Black Capitalism Reanalyzed, where he's telling you the capitalists are trying to steal from our community. I'm going to play him, and then I'm going to play the chief of staff. And listen to the chief of staff say, the chief of staff, Mini Baraka. He's going to say he's no socialist. He's not like his father. He's a capitalist. And yo, these people are just weird. Let me play.
Yo, as Panthers, we're socialists. What socialism means is we care about everybody around us in the community. Yo, we want everybody to eat. We want everybody to share in the productivity of the community. That's what a socialist is. Capitalists believe they need to profit off the people in the community. They have to take the profits and they have to make it private. Individual people should own the profit.
Well, I don't agree with nothing he said.
He don't agree with nothing I said. You hear him? Go ahead, tell him. Tell him why you don't agree with nothing I said.
I'm not a socialist. I am definitely a capitalist.
1 second.
He's not a socialist. He's definitely a capitalist. This is who he is. Like, I'm not calling him names. I'm not saying nothing about Rahman Muhammad. This is what he is. And you saw what UEP Newton said. Because they act like they're so pro-black. They're so down with the people that they're fighting for the people. When these people are working for the enemy. When they are the enemy. It's not me saying it. I didn't make that up. I'm not the one that wrote UEP Newton, Black Capitalism Reanalyzed, unless Rahman is going to say he know more than UEP Newton. That we should follow him. We shouldn't follow the philosophies and the theories and ideas of UEP Newton. That we should follow Rahman Muhammad. That's what we should follow. And you heard what he just said. Go ahead, say it again.
He's responding.
And I would say to you that probably 90% of the people in the city capitalists.
You hear this dumb? He said 90% of the people in the city are capitalists.
He doesn't even know what a capitalist is. It's impossible for 90% of the people in Newark, New Jersey to all be capitalists. 90% of the people in Newark can't afford, can't afford to own any industry. They can't even afford rent. 70% of the homes in our community are owned by corporations. Corporations don't own your home if you are a capitalist. The people in the community, the average income for the people in the community is about 30,000. And I think those numbers are lying. Those people are capitalists. You see, but he dumb. He don't know what he's talking about. They just put people in these positions that are not qualified to be there. But they go to chief. Let's go up the ladder. Because this is the chief. He's the what is he again? Deputy mayor. They got all these stupid names. I try not to pay attention. I try to forget all this stuff because I wasted my time learning about their process, the government, none of that. But this is to the chief of staff. We going up. Number 2 man in the city. Listen to this guy.
America is a capitalist state, capitalist system.
This is true.
Right? And if it was up to us, everybody would get free health care.
No, they wouldn't.
Everybody would be able to go to school.
No, they wouldn't. Let's stop there. Because he says he's a capitalist. Capitalists believe in exploiting the people. That's what Huey P. Newton just told us just now when we was listening to Huey P. When I go back, I could bring it back again. Capitalists are in our communities to steal, to exploit the people. He's saying if he's a capitalist, but if he had it his way, everybody will have this, everybody will have that. If you had it your way, no, they wouldn't, because you're a capitalist. I'm gonna start this from the beginning. Go ahead. Listen to the question. Listen to him.
What's one belief your father had that you can't fully act on today?
What's one belief your father had that you can't fully act on today? That's the question. His father was Amiri Baraka. His father's supposed to be this black nationalist freedom fighter. They asked him what philosophy, whatever that he had. He said he gonna say that his father was a socialist, which means the power should be in the people. We should all share in the productivity of the community, the products, whatever. If there's a school, if there's a bank, there's a Home Depot, whatever is in the community, we should all share in the productivity of what we have here. That's socialism. That doesn't mean you can't have nothing. It just means nobody can come in and buy everything and have you sleeping in the streets and there's an empty building right there in front of you. Because if you own that building, if you have piece of that building, why would you be sleeping outside on the streets? So we are socialists, but they're capitalists. They believe in coming in, helping their friends, get contracts to buy up these buildings, raise up the rent, and throw us all out of here. This is what they believe in. So when you say, if I had it my way, because you're just saying that because you know what you are, the philosophy you follow is corrupt. It's corrupt and has no soul, no feeling. It's cannibalistic. It eat people. It's Epstein, whatever, Steinstein, whatever E. That's what it is. That's who you are. These are the black Epstein in our community. These people right here. They're the one that have no accountability. Can nobody hold them accountable for anything. They do what they want to do around here because they work for massa. Oppressing all of us. I mean, this is not what I'm saying. This is what they saying out their mouth. So go ahead, let me play it. He asked him the question. Now let's listen to his answer.
My father was a socialist, right? And so we know the economy that we live in the state of America is a capitalist state, capitalist system.
This is true.
Right? And if it was up to us, everybody would get free health care. Right. Everybody would be able to go to school for free, right? Everybody would be able to have, income to take care of their family. And then,
you see, that's what socialism does. That's what socialism says. But he's not a socialist. He's a capitalist. But saying if it was up to him, he would be a socialist. You see, but it's not up to him. See, this is a Freudian slips. It's not up to him. You heard what he said. He said the state that we live in is a capitalist state. So we must abide by what massa want us to do on the plantation. Because these are house niggas. So they're telling us, yo, it's a capitalist state. Yo, if I had it my way, I'd be a socialist, bro. But I'm too cowardice. I'm a coward. I'd rather make this money
and move this way, how master tell me to move, and watch everybody else suffer. That's what he's saying. I mean, but he's too cowardice to come out and say it. So he'll say, like, if I had it my way, if you had it your way, you'll be exactly who you are, exploiting people so you could be rich. Yo, what is your net worth, Mitty? What is the net worth of people in Newark? What is the net worth of your brother, your family? What is your net worth? How has that net worth grown since you was in office from 2014, 12, whatever you came in to now? And how have the people fared that whole time? See, that's how you know who was who. The numbers tell you. Don't believe what people say. Check the data out. The data tell you exactly what's going on. These people have become wealthy, rich. Their family have connection, and the people in Newark have suffered. If gentrification hit Newark hard, most of the people in Newark lost their homes and all of this stuff. What Newarkers did you save? Who did you protect? Who did you protect? Let me let him finish, because he be saying something stupid every 2 seconds. Like he be making me stop it.
Loved ones. So I don't think we compromised any of those beliefs, because we tried to do that in various ways inside the city since we've been there. Right. So I could wake up in the morning and say salute to my dad because he put us on the right track. You know, we're not socialists.
Right.
My dad was.
Right.
And that's the only, you know, I would say thing that, you know, people really didn't understand my dad. My dad would change.
You don't understand your dad. He probably not even your dad. But like, this is what I'm talking about, yo. These people are capitalists. They're savages. They're like vultures. They eat the carcasses of the dead. They're homeless. This is who they exploit. They're old. They're sick. That's why what's his name? Alif Muhammad don't deal with them, because Alif Muhammad had that limitation. Look, we are not gonna eat the carcasses of our old people. We're not going to steal from them. Alif Muhammad said, "Nah, I'm not off that." These people are the worst we've ever produced. This middle class black people, bro. They're the worst. And that's what UP Newton is trying to tell you. Let me go back to Huey. Almost forgot about Huey dealing with these people. Where Huey at? I know, I'm bugging.
Right in October 1866, and it is still our position. We recognize that capitalism is no solution to the problems we face in our communities. Capitalist exploitation is one of the basic causes of our problem. It is the goal of the Black Panther Party to negate capitalism in our communities and in the oppressed communities throughout the world.
Did you hear the goal? Our goal as Panthers is to negate capitalism in our communities. Not just here but around the world. That's why we join with other organizations. That's why we join with other people. And I told you, since they've been in office, all the people been removed out of the city, out of Newark, New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey used to be called Chocolate City. It used to be all black people. It's not all black people now. The community is not all black people. So if we serve the community, we serve the people in the community. You have white people, you have Latin, Spanish, whatever. However the people choose to qualify themselves, you have all those people in the community. And if it's about the people, you organize the people that are in that space. It's really that easy.
However, many people have offered the community Black capitalism as a solution to our problems. We recognize that people in the Black community have no general dislike for the concept of Black capitalism. But this is not because they are in love with capitalism. Not at all. The idea of Black capitalism has come to mean, to many people, Black control of another one of the institutions in the community. We see within this characteristic the seeds of the negation of Black capitalism and all capitalism in general. What we must do then is increase the positive qualities until they dominate the negative and therefore transform the situation. In the past, the Black Panther...
All power to the people. Let me pause right there. Listen to what he's saying. I mean, like, you have to, like, with capitalism, you have to uplift what, let me go back. I don't want to misquote it. I don't want to misquote what he just said.
I want to misquote it. Let me go back.
To me, to many people, Black control of another one of the institutions in the community. We see within this characteristic the seeds of the negation of Black capitalism and all capitalism in general. What we must do then is increase the positive qualities until they dominate the negative and therefore transform the situation.
All right, boom. So he's saying, like, Black people in the community, like, they're not just readily against capitalism. I didn't say all Black people in the community were capitalists. I say Black people in the community, they're not naturally against capitalism. I mean, they support like Black business, Black institutions. So he's saying what we need to do is bring up the positive part of it. So because they see it as Black, remember the community was all Black. So in our communities now, it'll be the people in the community. The people in the community build their own institutions. Remember, because he's saying here, the people like Black institutions. So like that's the positive part of it. Erect those institutions, build those institutions in the community to take care of the people. And then when you do that, the people will be able to hold the capitalists accountable. He's going to go on to say that. Like when I play the rest of it, he's going to go on to say that. But because if you build those institutions, you raise the consciousness of the people in that space. And then, now listen, this is the negation right here. Once those people's consciousness is raised to understand, like, why am I paying somebody that lives in New York, some rich person that lives in Italy, Rome, whoever, John Bon Jovi, because he owns a building in Newark too. Why am I paying these people for rent when I could create a cooperative with the people in my community so we could own the property? So now you have negated the capitalist, the individual capitalist state, where the capitalist is exploiting the people. You have negated it, and you bring up the positive part of aspects of capitalism, which is really socialism. Because when the people in the community start to organize together because their consciousness has been raised, and they start to organize to put these institutions in the community that serve them, and they start to buy things like property and all of that, this is socialism that you have brought about. See, this is our work in the community. This is the work that we do every day in all our communities. That's why we have the after-school program. That's why we have the food program. That's why we have the housing program. That's why we do everything we're doing. I can't really see what people are saying on Instagram, on YouTube, man. But if y'all see it, the other people that's here in the party, it'll comment. Talk to people. Let them understand what we're talking about, what this is about. But I can't really see it. We're going to try to work this out as the weeks go on to make sure we get this thing right. But I'm about to put UP Newton on again. And thank you to everybody that's here. Real talk. Like me sitting here talking to myself won't do anything. Won't change anything. I by myself can't change nothing. I cannot free nothing. I can't do nothing by myself. My only hope is finding people like you. People out there that have the courage and are ready to fight for the people. That's the only hope I have. If I don't find these people and we organize to put the institutions in the community to serve the people, then the status quo is going to maintain itself. So, like, real talk, this ain't like when you go somewhere, everybody be like, yo, send me this, do subs, and you're like, they saying fake stuff, trying to appeal to you coming to this show. Man, keep it in the buck. If we don't organize together, we are done. We don't individually have the money to fight these corporations, to fight these people, this Epstein class. We don't, and they know it. That's why they come at us like that. That's why they talk to us the way they do, because they don't feel like we can hold them accountable. But damn it, I'm telling you, we can hold these people accountable. What do I mean by that? They asked, in that same show I was showing, they asked Mitty, the ICE agents that came and they crashed into the car and they almost killed those children in the car. Is anything going to happen to them? Mitty turned around and looked at them, and this is chief of staff, second in command of the city, getting paid. Didn't get elected by the people. Getting paid from the people's money. You know what he said? He said, did Donald Trump get locked up? You see, that's how he think. That's what he think. That's how he think we should deal with these people. You know what the Black Panther Party say? Organize the people in the community to all come outside their homes. When ICE pull up, everybody in the community come out. If you got a gun, you bring your gun too. Everybody in the community come out. And when you come out, those ICE agents are going to bend. They're going to bend the knee because we recognize the phenomenon. You got secret police coming around brutalizing people in the community. That's the phenomenon. How do you make it behave in a desired manner? How do you make it behave in a desired manner? Organize the community to come out and stand up for themselves because the community is more than these people. So you could go watch any political person, any commentary. Yo, I told somebody today, yo, I'm the Michael Jordan of this thing right here, of this politics in North. I'm the Michael Jordan. You see, but I'm not like Jordan in real life in Chicago Bulls that went and signed with the NBA and stayed with the NBA to try to exploit them. What Jordan should have did, since he was the biggest name with all the stars, start your own league. Start your own league for the people. I'm not going to the electoral process. I'm not going to ask you for you to vote for me to go make money down in City Hall from Massa. Start our own government. That's what Africa say. That Michael Jordan does this. Because I'm smarter than all them politicians. Like I'm not even going. It's not even that I'm smarter than them. I'm more sincere than dumb. They're liars. They're frauds. That's what makes me, because they probably read the same books that I read, but they're frauds. They probably know what I know, but they're scammers. So they can't be their true selves. Nah, I'm real with it. I'm real with it, and that's what separates me from them. That's why I can see the solutions. I can see the answers. They cannot see it because they're blind by their selfishness, their greed. So they don't understand, like, you bring the people out, ICE will back down. Because what happened? I ran up on the ICE agent. Everybody else was kind of quiet, just looking. I walked right up to him, and I asked him, what they doing in the community? What are you doing here? How dare you come around here? Like, it was just a snowstorm. You driving your car here trying to hit people? Like, what's wrong with you? One of the ICE agents grabbed his mace. He started shaking it. And I told him, I'll take it from you and mace you. Yo, that put energy in everybody that was standing out there. Everybody started going off. They backed down. But when you ask Mitty, he gonna tell you, did Donald Trump did go to jail? Anybody help? What Donald Trump got to do with them running people over in North New Jersey? See, because he recognized the phenomenon, but he can't do nothing to change the phenomenon because he's a coward. And he worked for them people.
In the past, the Black Panther Party took a counter-revolution position with our blanket condemnation of Black capitalism. Our strategy should have been to analyze the positive and negative qualities of this phenomenon before making any condemnation. Even though we recognize, and correctly so, that capitalism is no solution or answer, we did not make a truly dialectical analysis of the situation. We recognize that in order to bring the people to the level of consciousness where they would seize the time, it would be necessary to serve their interests in survival by developing programs which would help them to meet their daily needs.
And that's what he's talking about. He said from the beginning, we were just against capitalism. Like, just flat out against capitalism. Like, we went away. Like, we didn't even deal with it. But he said, but like, nah, we saw the error in our ways. And we understood to come in the community and do what? Build survival programs. That's what we do here. Where you don't see me at their council meetings. What am I talking to them for? You don't see me at their political events. What am I even there for? In their town hall, whatever they're doing. What are you doing there? There's nothing to negotiate. These people are who they are. They have their own philosophies. They see the world the way they see it. You see it the way you see it. Now you create that vision. And once you create that vision and you go to the people and you're building those institutions in the people are going to navigate to that. Yo, this shit is elementary. Because if people are outside starving and they know there's a place to go eat, they're not going to go there. If the people are homeless and they know there's a place where they could go to get shelter, they're not going to go there. If the people have no child care and there's a place that got child care, they're not going to go there. And once they come there, you tell them why you do what you're doing. That without them, you can't be stronger. Then their children that you're helping, that's the future. You see how you've built the institution? Instead of just sitting there going to No King rallies, walking around in circle, and I'm wearing out your Jordans. Why would you do that? What sense does that make if you're using your mind? If you're being analytical? That makes absolutely no sense.
For a long time, we have had such programs not only for survival, but for organizational purposes. Now, we not only have a breakfast program for school children, we have clothing programs, we have health clinics which provide free medical and dental services. We have programs for prisoners and their families, and we are opening clothing and shoe factories to provide for more of the. When the Black capitalist contributes to the survival programs and makes a contribution to the community will give him their support and thus strengthen his business.
Boom. This, yo, bro, you just said so much. Yo, ain't no better rappers today than like UEP New and Malcolm X. Yo, UEP New just spit just now. Yo, bro. Hey, yo, before we even go on, hey, yo, please like and share. If you don't like, you don't share. We're not going to find the people to join this revolution. You got to like and share. Click the notifications so when we do this, you can pull up. Yo, like I'm out here with Jeremy. Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, me and Jeremy doing a podcast. We're talking about what's going on in the world. This is Wednesday. This is our political education class where you understand Pantherism so you could join us in the work that we're doing. What else we do? On Sunday, we got another podcast on All Power to the People on Grown Folks Talking Network. That's 3. I think I do 4. 4 or 3, I don't know. But we got it everywhere. Then I got Jeremy out there. Jeremy got his show that they be doing on his spot. I got to be good enough where I could put all this stuff up for people to see it. Look in the group chat. Somebody should be putting it up, I believe. I mean, but we doing all of this to try to reach the people. To try to reach you, to try to organize the people. Just like UEP Newton just said. You put all these stuff, all these institutions, all these programs in the community so you can organize the community. And once you organize them, because now he's talking about the business people. Now these business people that come into the community, if you want to do business in the community, you want the people in the community to go buy stuff from your store, get their blunt veils, whatever they're getting from your store. You must help out these programs. You must help fund these programs. So now you negate capitalism. Negate me like the minus. So like they are capitalists. They're coming in with their liquor store. They're coming in with whatever they got, a barbershop, whatever they're coming in with, apartment building, whatever you coming in with. But they're also paying for all those programs that serve the people in the community. So they're helping to maintain the institutions that will hold the capitalists accountable. Hey, we're not going to go too long. I'm going to save this. I don't care how many classes it takes for us to get this out. We only had 8 minutes of the 25 minutes we were supposed to do today. Hey, General Secretary, how long we on here for? I don't even know how long we on here for.
How long we been on here?
You know how long we got on here?
17 more minutes.
Oh, 17 more minutes and we done for today?
For the audio, yeah.
Yeah, 17 more. No. How long we got on YouTube, on YouTube, on live? How much time we got?
As much time as you want. Yeah.
As much time as I want. Live go as much time as you want?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know it was like that. See, yo, we new to this wave, whatever. But I don't want to keep everybody here. It's 8:26. Yo, look in the group chat, see what people saying. If you want me to keep going, I'm gonna keep going. But the one thing I don't want to do is have people so long, like we boring people. I'm not here to bore you. I want you to understand what we're doing so we could all work together. What? Man, I'm not trying to click nothing to mess up nothing. It's
comments. Just click on comments.
Oh, man, here we go. Oh. Man, go ahead. So what? Okay, I see the comments all put out to the people. But that's not the comment from Instagram. That's not the comments from Facebook. Smart. But let me play.
If he does not make any contribution to the survival of the community, the people will not support him and his enterprise will wither away because of his own negligence. By supporting the community, however, he will be helping to build a political machine that will eventually negate his exploitation of the community, but also negate his being exploited and victimized by corporate capitalism.
Did you hear that? So if you got an industry, you got some in the community, and you're playing into this programs in the community, the program that's helping uplift the community. Let's say you got a what you got? You got a store, you got a restaurant or supermarket and store, whatever, and you've been helping in the community. You've been giving into them programs in the community, serving the community, and then something come like COVID. COVID hit. Everybody going out of business. But since all the families you've been helping out, all the children you've been helping out for a couple of years, decades, however long you've been in that community, guess where they're going to get their own food from? They're ordering from you. You mess around, make more money during that period. That's what you would be doing the same. If those businesses, those capitalists, if they work in the community to serve the people in the community, and I don't mean you come in and buy a building and you gentrify the community and then you give $50 to a basketball program or you take some water over there, people are supposed to help you. Look, man, that's not what I'm saying. If you come in and you own a building and you know the going rate is $2,500 for 2-bedroom, and you like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. The people can't afford that. So instead of 25, maybe 18, 17, I could work along there. I won't make so much money overhead, but I'm surviving and stuff. Because it's not a cooperative. The people don't own it. It's yours. And then when something happened, all those people that you allowed to live there, that were able to take care of their family, raise their family, because you didn't charge them, you didn't try to bleed them, suck all the blood out of them. Those people are the ones that are going to be there to help you. If you, whatever business you have, that's how this works. And that's what UP is explaining right here. And I'm about to stop it right here. I'm about to stop it here. This is an hour. I mean, this an hour. An hour is good. I mean, so like we'll leave it at an hour. I mean, but yeah. So look, every week we here, man. You know what I mean? Share, like, hit the notifications. All week, every week we're gonna be here on Wednesday. We're gonna be on YouTube. We're gonna be on Instagram. We're gonna be on Facebook. We're gonna be wherever we could be at, man. Anywhere we could go to try to find you. Wherever you at, we coming to find you. I mean, because we do have hope. We have options. I mean, people just don't tell us our options. These fake leaders they have in front of us just don't tell us our options and like what we can do to get out the hell we catching. Yo, we here to tell you. I mean, ain't nobody paying me. Ain't nobody going to stop me from talking. We here to tell you. I mean, so until next week, all power to the people. I live for the people. I die for the people.